Right, Woodlands Winners. The Canadian Bomb this week's show is going to be called, and the boys have got no idea where I'm coming from, but they'll work it out as we go. The golfer, Cam Grant, joins us. What course we find you on this hard-working day today, mate?
Oh, good to see you guys. No, we're packed up at the Ashburton Racecourse as we speak. So just watching a bit of work done on the Gallops track. So we're in the car at the moment.
Getting out and about, leading into winter, which is coming out the other side very quickly. So anyone wants to know anything more with Woodlands, get in touch with Cam, especially on the South Island. But I'd imagine you'd be venturing up the North Island from time to time as well, Cam. So got plenty going on.
Yep.
Mark Hughes, you look more rugged up than what he does, mate. New Zealand, Melbourne, not that warm today.
No, it's a beautiful day, Cobb. I just got I've still got the shorts on, mate, so it's all good. Shorts and the jacket's beautiful. 20 degrees today, Cobber. What more can a man want 2 weeks out of winter?
Well, we've got a little bit of a tradition. We apparently Cam Bray's trying to deny that he is 45 years of age. But one thing we didn't know, Hughesy, either, we didn't realise it was the great man's birthday last week as well. He thinks he got away with that, Cam Grant. So I've got the birthday banners and everything going up for him there as well. And I'll make sure that people are aware that it was your birthday. You'd have to be pushing 45 as well, wouldn't you, Cam?
Just ticked over halfway to the gold card, so 32 years to go, and I'm there.
And when you get a gold card?
65 over here. So.
Well, very good. Happy birthday from last week. Been a big week for Woodlands Winners again. A little bit different this week's show, Hughes. We've got a bit going on with all over the shot, and then people will understand where the name comes from at the end of the show. There's no worries. I will get to that. We might start at the top, Hughesy, and I have got the whole race of this filly here because Group 1 Glory is number one. The daughter of Sweet Lou, I Keep Smiling for Luke McCarthy, and Success Stud. This mare was phenomenal. The reason I wanted to play the whole video, she is there 3 deep early on in the race. Luke doesn't panic. There's a moment here, Hughesy, before I throw to you. I think he just wipes his brow just there somewhere. I think he's like, I've just got to get my hair and makeup done, ready for it. So much confidence does he have in this mare, but she's just outstanding, isn't she?
Yeah, look, nothing short of sensational last Saturday night at Menangle. 3 wide there for probably the first couple of furlongs and into the chair. Pure high speed, stunningly brave, this mare as well, and inked herself as clearly the best mare in Australia at the moment, following this Group 1 win the other night. She's been to every battle in the last 12 months and has just come away on the winner's dais on a regular basis. So congratulations to Luke and to Jackie Gibson and Success Stud who bred this mare, and she is a bona fide rock star.
One thing that people constantly say to me, Sweet Lou's never left a good horse. He doesn't leave good horses and that, which does my head in. Seriously, people, have a look at this horse. 34 starts, 23 wins, 650,000 in stakes to date. She's heading to Queensland. Luke's hopeful that she'll be back next year racing again. She'll be $1 million plus earner. She's just an absolute jet.
Yeah, look, she was, a record speaks for itself, Paulie. So there's no need to go down the road and explain that to people. If people are that naive and don't believe Lou doesn't leave very, very good and great horses, then don't know what planet they're living on. That was a Group 1 Quinella to Lou there on Saturday night, first and second in that race. Fourth as well with his mares. In that particular race, Lou leaves genuine 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and he leaves open age horses, just like he was. He ticks all the boxes as a stallion. Another full book in Australia coming this season. So Lou is clearly the preeminent successor to Bettor's Delight and Art Major. And just go and have a look at the all age in Australia at the moment to see he's literally 200,000 behind the pair of them on a lot less horses to the races. So Lou is a rock star.
Steno, the second mare, out of Lady Waratah, a horse a lot of people will know about. She herself, 618,000 from 24 wins. She is on her swan song, I will say that. I was talking to Jocelyn the other night, and she'll go to Queensland. I think both those mares will take each other on in the Golden Girls in Queensland, but she will go to the breeding barn this year. But, Jackie and Luke, hopeful that they'll be able to keep smiling. Interesting little one. I think it's by Bettor's Delight too. Will be offered up next year in the nutrient sale for Success Stud. A Bettor's Delight Not sure of the sex, but anyway, I keep smiling. So they were able to get an embryo transfer a couple of years ago. So that'll be something for people to look forward to. Cameron, we're going to go to America. I didn't tell the boys which order we were going to go to, but by the missile, down by the seaside, just doing it everywhere. We could highlight 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. We're even missing the boss's horse. But I want to highlight by the missile. We're not going to show the whole race of this. Watch at the end of this video. I put all the videos up, and I definitely will with the audio, because what this guy says about by the missile is sensational in it. But this lead quarter is in. That's in 2 deep now, going to the top. 26 seconds flat. Serious high class horse. Jug winner. He's a rock star. It just keeps getting better and better each year as well.
Yeah, look, he's an absolute jet. He's been one of the flagship down by the seaside sons over there. Like I said, 49 and change. I think he's gone first up there. So I'd imagine he's got a pretty big year planned in the States this year. And what we're probably pretty happy about is, again, they're kind of doing it from 2-year-old right through, and they look pretty sound horses, and they can kind of do it either way. They can do it leading, they can sit back, they've got speed. We're certainly seeing that in this part of the world as well. And I said you couldn't be happier with that kind of fresh out run for him, and I'm assuming this is a pretty big year for him. And so he's $1 million horse already. He might even be a $2 million horse. Is that right, Hughesy? He's won a couple, hasn't he? So,
yeah, he's $2.5 million in the locker, son.
Yeah. So look, he's flying. He'll get close to 3, I think, after this season. And you can't argue with what the Sons of Seaside are doing at all.
No, 49 and change is wrong. 48.3.
Oh, 48. Sorry, a bit quicker.
And if you listen to the race call, I've got my notes are sitting over there on the table, but I am sure he says all wrapped up. He said could have beat it. He beat the next horse by almost a second, easing down. So yeah, well looked after. He's got a big campaign going to it. Please listen to the end for the audio. It's terrific. All right, Ken, back with Bettor's Delight and Bettor's Anvil for Team Stonewall. Absolutely flying this horse. He got a big assignment this weekend, but geez, he's in good form.
Yeah, like I said, that's his. I think that was his 4th win on Friday night, which is really good for the Stonewall team. Obviously bred out of the Callan mare, so that's the cross that's certainly worked in this part of the world. Bred by Case and Farming and Joanne, so Mark Calcott and the crew. It's nice to see them picking up a bit of success. They've put plenty back into the game. So, nice horse, done a really good job. Everything went really good there, and you're right, bit of a step up for it this week, but I'm sure it will handle it the way it did it the other day.
Just having a few issues with Cam's audio there. We might just let him now just sit there and behave himself, Hughes, and we'll see how he goes. Not saying anything. Will be a bit of fun. Modern technology. We've been able to have a few conversations with the bloke, but it has got. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a sign off for him in a minute. Hughesy, want to go now back to North America. I haven't got this horse up, but this is a horse we picked out a couple of weeks ago, Bath Bomb. By Lather Up. Lather Up Sudsy's getting it done everywhere with winners left, right and centre, but this was super impressive, taking out the Oak. You're going to tell me what state it was anyway, Sire Stakes.
Yeah, this is at Oak Grove, so the new track in Kentucky. This is the $100,000 4-year-old mares final up there on Monday. Lather Up mare just on the bridle and on the lure, and won pretty effortlessly. I think we pointed her out a couple of weeks ago when she won her $50,000 heat and into the 100K final, and she was an easy winner. She was 50 and change horse before this event, but now she's gone 49. So good, clean-graded Lather Up mare, doing a really good job, and she's pushed her earnings well and truly now to over 200,000. Lather Up's had a good sway of winners through Ohio and Delaware the last couple of weeks, and certainly putting up some pretty good numbers in both hemispheres, and qualified a very nice 2-year-old at Auckland last week as well. Sorry, at Pukekohe by 4.5 lengths. So there's not a lot of them, but what they are doing is they are doing a very, very good job.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what Cam's up to. He's disappeared completely. That's okay, Cam. Just don't completely hang up on us, mate, because you'll upset me. Me setting 49 and 4 on that occasion, and it was terrific. The reason this show is called the Canadian Bomb is because I had to get my Canadian mate to get the results for those ones. They are a little bit tricky to find, the Oak Grove ones. It is a new place that is starting up, but it's a little bit tricky to be able to get those replays. So that's where I will say very, very big thank you to Greg Gangle for getting those. Usually one I want to highlight, and he is back there now, so we're not sure if we've got his audio or not. But last night, Shane Sanderson produced a Tour Magic. This was very late last night. I think it was the last race at Shepparton, bred by Brecken Farms, which are one of my other sponsors. But how impressive is this? Bettor's Delight. This was an amazing win. 27 flat their last quarter. He's given them a length, beaten them a length. Just amazing speed.
Yeah, look, stunning debut last night at Shepparton in the baby race. A lucky last on the card, and my God, he charged home in 27. One under a hold. Very, very impressive debut. Shane purchased that particular colt at the yearling sales last year off Brecken and out of their draft, and a super bred colt, and looks like a very, very, very rosy future for him. Wrapped with the third horse in that race as well, as Seaside, stuck to his guns, was in the chair all the way, and he never gave up. So the win's not too far away for him as well. But yeah, certainly a super debut for that particular 2-year-old.
That was for Jackson Painting, and pretty sure it was his first start in the race as well. So
yep.
Yeah, Mr. Seaside, that horse is called there. But yeah, if you look at the sectionals, pretty moderate, but just those dashes up the straight were just phenomenal. And yeah, that Tour Magic was awesome winning there. And well done to the Lowrys, great supporters of harness racing on both sides of the ditch, which is what we actually want. So plenty of other highlights there across both sides, New Zealand and in Australia as well. We mentioned Seaside. I think it was Raps. Usually we said won the first race on Friday night at Alexandra Park in pretty trying conditions. I think it was only about the second or third win for that horse, but he does it everywhere, and he's given people huge value for money. And he's just, I'd say, the hottest sire going at the minute on the up. That's for sure.
Yeah, look, he's had another very good week. Another 2-year-old winner in Australia yesterday at Redcliffe. Won very easily. Got 3 or 4 of his very good boys racing at Addington this Friday night. He's just getting it done at all age groups, 2, 3, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. So there's a lot of depth to them, like we forecast. And as you say, he's really marching. And these are words that we have mentioned the last 12 or 18 months. We did the numbers on Seaside. We believe at some point he's going to have a pretty big say, and that's started.
Yep, absolutely. Fugitive and Rikiro Maximus. 2 of those sons going around on Friday night. Make sure you tune into that race. It's going to be a really cool little race. The reason I mentioned those 2 horses is they are actually also weanling sale graduates, and the weanling sale catalogue is out. It's not out, but it will be out later this week. There's just a couple of extenuating circumstances as to why it hasn't been released. But Woodlands are supporting that again this year, Hughesy, and the history of horses being sold through the Woodlands brand in those weanling sales is outstanding.
Yeah, look, the old phrase "time honour" gets thrown around a bit, but the weanling sale has just been a point of difference for us for a long time, and for the New Zealand market, and a great launching pad for some of our size, Sweet Blue, Seaside, over the journey. Obviously, we send all our stallions progeny there, and you'd hate to sit down and work out the amount of horses that have come out of that sale that have made it. New Zealand Cup winners, Breeders' Crown winners, winners left, right, and centre, winners that have gone to America and won a lot of races. So Pinhooker's Paradise, June 26th. Looking forward to that, and we're taking some very, very nice weanlings to that sale.
Yep, 2:30 the sale starts for the standardbreds. But if you're an Australian wanting to head across there, get across there a couple of days ahead, there's a different look this year because they do have the thoroughbreds as well. But yeah, it will be. It's a great sale, a lot of fun. I'm going to be there. You'll be there, Hughesy. Cameron will be there as well. But we might have to actually listen to him. Unfortunately, this silent Cameron is a lot better, isn't it?
Just sit there and smiling with his shades on, mate, taking it all in.
Dead set looks like he's on a golf course, but just if anyone is wondering, he's dead set. Turn the camera around, show the racetrack, Cam, otherwise you'll be in trouble. Everyone will think you're on the back line going from there, but actually at a racetrack. So well done to him. Hughesy, thank you very much.
No, all good, Cobber. Always a pleasure. We'll catch up next week again.
We will indeed. Cam, say goodbye. See if your audio works this time. Nah. Thanks, boys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Cobber.
East Talks now comes to the outside from third as Defining Moment backs off as they come to the top of the stretch. Bath Bomb still the leader. Out of the pocket here comes Peace Talks as they hit the top of the stretch. On the front end, it's still Bath Bomb. Here's a Sweet Beach here and Peace Talks coming at her. But it's Bath Bomb hanging in. A Sweet Beach here coming at her though. Bath Bomb hanging on. Bath Bomb to win it. On the outside of Sweet Beach here was second. Peace Talks finished third in 1:49.4.
Light Me Up under a hard drive in the trail. Badly held up Spirit of Anarchy. Mickey Nose goes to third. Spirit of Anarchy off the pegs now and then. I'm Rockin' third quarter 29 and 8. Better's Anvil the leader. Beach Day Brave the outside a length and a half away. Then Mickey Nose from Light Me Up. Spirit of Anarchy's into the clear now. Better's Anvil goes full bore. Beach Day sticking on bravely is going to hold second. But it's Better's Anvil. Another very good precursor to the Group 1 here in 7 days' time. He's got to take on Marketplace there, though. We wish them well. Better's Anvil beats home.
Go with a big sprint. He's charged up 3 deep, got his head in front, trying to hold the inside running Aliana, and in the middle, Mr. Seaside. A Tour Magic had to get to the outside lane for a clear run. 31-2 only down the back. It's a dash home, and Dusty Filter, a Tour Magic charging down the middle. A Tour Magic just got held up at a vital stage, but swept up, took the front. Too much speed at Tour Magic, the debutant. A Tour Magic first.
They're off and pacing. Twin Beast Sea Monster fires out for the lead. Art Attack from the rail. From in between horses is Fulton to the pylons. PJ Lou outside driving on by the Missile. Then it is Josie Hanover. Carbine took back. He's 7th. And the trailer Big Skewy. Motor around the turn. Head to the quarter. By the Missile up on the outside. Looking to take over from Twin Beast Sea Monster. Art Attack tucked in third. They roll past the quarter. 26 flat. Racing fourth is P.J. Lou. He is followed by Fulton, who's waiting on his cover as they pass the stands to be third over. Josie Hanover up the inside. Carbine will ride the rail, and the trailer is Big Skewy. Is by the Missile. And Chris Page leading the way into the clubhouse turn. Twin BC Monster getting the trip. Art Attack is out first up. P.J. Lou latches onto his cover. A good toe. Second over inside. Carbine saves ground. He's up the inside and into fifth. Third over on the outside. Waiting on the flow to really go is Fulton. Then it is Big Skewy inside and stacked up fourth over. Josie Hanover 54-4 for the half. 28-4. Second quarter. It's by the Missile with the lead length. Outside is Art Attack. Inside from the pocket. Twin BC Monster. Tie lines for a second over. P.J. Lou as they head to 3 quarters. Inside fifth, Carbine. Bolton is third over. And the trailers, Josie Hanover and Big Skewy, 121-3, 26-4. Backside for By the Missile. Twin BC Monster right there with him. Art Attack is stalled. Carbine waiting for Racing Room. P.J. Lou, 5 to make up as they come to the top of the stretch. Chris says go, and By the Missile is gone. By the Missile drawing clear under a hand drive. He'll go gate 2 wire. By the Missile wrapped up in 148-3.
And beginning brilliantly, Tay looks for the early lead. Has got a few of these inside it, well and truly covered. And it's going to be Tay playing from the front. Prixaries at the post the first time past it. Leads out from Sweet Bella. Third is Sweet Nicky Lou Pandire. And I Keep Smiling's posted in no man's land. Out 3 wide. They were followed by Rakiro Rebel. Behind those then came Sahara Breeze. Back on the inside is Luxa Turner. They were being followed well out of its ground by Steno. And My Moonlight Dreams at the tail of the field. 27 seconds the first quarter. He's got to press forward, and I Keep Smiling, and the mare doing a power of work as they go towards the 1,000. Tay led the way. He has a look across Callaghan. He sees Luke McCarthy come calling on the outside with I Keep Smiling. The favourite will have to do it the tradesman's way. Sweet Nicky Lou's under lock and key third. They were followed by Sweet Bella getting cover. The inside Pandire. Rakiro Rebel close enough if good enough. 3 back in the running line. Covers up Luxa Turner. Well back in the race is Sahara Breeze, My Moonlight Dream, and Steno's the tail ender. The second quarter 27-9, half in 54-9. They pass the cages. The leader was Tay. Leads the way by 3 metres. Second is I Keep Smiling. Sweet Nicky Lou's just being felt for. They were followed then by Pandire. Rakiro Rebel starts to work around the outsiders. Heads were turned for home. 27-1 the quarter. He hits the go button now on I Keep Smiling, and quickly I Keep Smiling goes goes to the lead. Pandia's out and running. Tay still there from Sweet Nicky Lou. Right down the outside, Steno's putting in a claim together with Ricaro Rebel. Any number of chances. Steno off the track out after I Keep Smiling. Steno and I Keep Smiling. Steno off the track, I Keep Smiling. Dives on the outside, Steno, and this is close. This is super close. I Keep Smiling has lifted near the inside.